Just a month ago, I was invited to speak at Traders for a Cause conference in Las Vegas. For those who don't know, Traders for a Cause is a non-profit organization with a mission to promote a culture of altruism within the trading community. And 100% of the donations will go to charitable causes. As one of the guest speakers at the event, I shared a very personal but important story about my trading career. The story was on trading psychology and anger management. If there's a piece of advice I could give to my younger self, this is it. So enjoy the video.
Another first-time presenter. She is known as the Humble Trader. And Shay Huang, come on up.
Hello. Wow. Now that I'm on stage. This is probably the first time in the last 3 days I'm taller than anyone here at this conference. I met so many people in the last couple of days. I met Zach, the man who made this conference happen. The man is probably like 6'5". I met Gordon from Centerpoint. He's probably, 6'4". I met Lucas, the short bear, and he's like 6'7". This is my first time attending this conference, and I was like, I didn't know there's a height requirement to attending. When I was first asked to speak at Traders for a Cause, I really wasn't quite sure what I could share with you guys, a room full of very experienced traders. You guys already know about VWAP, risk management, and the psychology of trading. But what you might not know is my personal story of how I arrived here today. Today, I want to share with you my personal development, which came as a result of becoming a trader, but more specifically, dealing with my anger issues. I had some deep-rooted anger issues, which might come as a surprise to some of you. And I'm not quite sure where the source came from, but after years of counseling and talking about it with my loved ones, I figured that it could be from a lot of the unanswered questions and frustrations from my early childhood when I first immigrated from Taiwan to Canada when I was 11. I was born in Taiwan and lived there till I was 11, which is a really awkward age, actually, to immigrate. Because you already had over 10 years of experience and memories and identity constructed based on the surroundings that you're born with. So imagine being uprooted from a familiar environment and being thrown into a brand new country after 10 years and being told, this is your new home now. No, you don't have the next 5 to 10 years to get used to it or adapt to a new identity. No, you have 6 to 12 months to adapt, or else, guess what? High school is going to be even worse. I used to be very competitive in academics and sports, and I took a lot of pride in that when I was little. But in Vancouver, I didn't speak any English. I didn't understand anything in class, and for the first time ever, I failed at a class, and that is French. But I didn't fail math. I used to get bullied and made fun of a lot because I would have fried rice for lunch, and everyone else had Kraft mac and cheese and sandwiches. When we were having spelling bee contests in class, nobody wanted me on their team. Everyone pushed me out of their teams and because I didn't speak English. So it was a very tough first 1 to 2 years after I immigrated. So I wasn't quite sure about how to express my feelings and communicate as a little kid. So throughout most of elementary school and high school, I pretty much just buried all of that anger and frustration deep down inside. I used to get so angry when I was trading. I would buy like a whole dollar breakout at $5, following some chat room alerts and watch everyone sell at $5.20. By the time I sold, somehow I was getting filled at $4.50. And I was instantly down 20% of my small $3,000 account. And of course, after losing $600, I'll follow up with smashing my $5 mouse. I think the reason that my struggles with trading really triggered and uncovered a lot of my anger issues from all the negative memories from now almost 20 years ago, it's because it's the first time in a while that I have challenges that I cannot speak to anyone else about. Nobody in my life at the time would understand what a pump and dump is, or be able to comprehend the horror of watching my unrealized P&L go from negative $1,000 back to positive $600 and back down to negative $2,000. Like, that's not a normal thing that normal people have to experience. So once again, I feel like I couldn't talk to anyone else about it, and except this time around, I think the teapot was finally boiling over. Trying a random strategy with no structure, playing with 10 different indicators at the same time, and following plays and stocks being thrown out online and in chat rooms really incurred a lot of the losses and triggered all my anger issues from a long time ago, which used to cause me to throw away weeks or months of gains in one trade. And worst of all, I used to take out my frustrations at the market, at those around me. But now, looking back, more than 7 and 8 years later, I realized it was because I was ashamed of my lack of control in the market. I felt like a failure, and I didn't deserve their love. I was so scared of disappointing my immigrant parents. They gave up everything they had in Taiwan so I could have a better life in Canada. But instead of becoming a doctor or a lawyer, I became a degen in the market, throwing my money away. So this downward spiral of losses, it really went on for months until I truly sat down, looked at my roller coaster P&L, and really realized I was just gambling with my emotions. Understanding the root of all that suppressed emotions was really crucial to myself to actually start taking accountability for my actions in trading. Losing over $10,000 and almost $20,000, which at the time, at the age of 22, was all the life savings I had, really forced me to grow up, finally, seek help, face my childhood traumas, and really try to understand why I was so angry all the time when I was trading. So finally, after that, I could acknowledge that if I lose money in trading, no, it was not because of the market makers or the manipulators. No, it was because I was a very angry 20-something-year-old who lost emotional control. I finally took a hard look at myself, at what's causing me not to succeed in trading. Was it the market being unfair to me? Was it the wrong indicators? Or was it simply just me? Making money was definitely my initial motivation. I wanted the money to buy VIP tickets to EDC Las Vegas. But eventually, the purpose grew to be, I want to make more money, so eventually I could quit my job at the time and become a full-time trader. While all of that is normal, I think it could be a very dangerous, slippery road, because I actually found myself slowly and subconsciously tying my entire purpose and, most importantly, my self-worth to how much money I was making or losing at the end of the trading day. And this became especially bad after I quit my job to day trade full-time, because the market had become my everything. If I ended the day red, I would feel worthless and feel like a failure, and I didn't deserve anything positive for the rest of the day. And if I made money, I'll feel great for a little bit until I see someone else make more money on the same tickers online. Then I'll really quickly feel like a failure once again. I didn't leave my house anymore. I still don't. I didn't commute to work anymore. I didn't get to interact and talk to my colleagues at work anymore. And worst of all, I didn't get to talk shit about my boss behind their back anymore, because now supposedly I'm my own boss. I had no one to talk to about my trading. My friends didn't understand me. My boyfriend at the time was not supportive because he was ashamed to be dating someone who's gambling for a living. For the first year of trading full-time, I've never made so much money but feel so lonely and depressed at the same time, which is, I never shared this with anyone, but this is actually one of the biggest reasons I started my YouTube channel in 2018. I wanted a creative outlet for me to use my video editing skills and storytelling skills that I learned from my BFA degree in film. But I really love connecting with my audience, answering their questions, and helping them with the same issues I had many years ago when I first started. And I actually take pride at all the bad jokes I sprinkle in the videos. Because I am secretly preparing for my audition tape for Saturday Night Live. I also started a lot of side hustles in design consulting, e-commerce, and real estate flipping. The intention was not to make more money, but to expand my life skills, grow my horizon beyond just the stock market, and most importantly, create more purpose and meaning in my life so I don't have my entire identity and happiness tied entirely to my daily P&L. But now finally that I don't have my daily happiness tied to my P&L curve anymore, this really allowed me the time and the space to connect with my parents once again and fix my relationship with them. They've given me so much, and they've taken on a greater risk than I ever could in the stock market as a trader. And that was to abandon everything they had in Taiwan, move to a foreign country where they knew nobody, they had no money, no jobs, and they didn't speak the language. I've always known that I wanted to make my parents proud. Even though they never had any extra money to put into the stock market, I knew that I should be their #1 investment. I did regrettably forget about them during my first few years of trading. But after I became more grounded a couple years later, I made it my #1 priority to help them retire and live comfortably in Vancouver. And I'm really proud to say I was able to do so earlier this year. Thank you. Trading forced me to come to grips with myself and challenged me with the choice of conquering my deep-rooted anger issues or choosing to stay stuck in the same old ways. Now I truly believe to become a profitable trader, yes, you need good strategies and good risk management. But to stay a profitable and fulfilled trader, you need a greater purpose than just your daily P&L and not let the market consume your entire life. Thank you so much for inviting me to speak at Traders for a Cause this year. My name is Shay Huang, humble trader. It's been an honor. Thank you so much.
I hope you really benefit from these life story snippets of Shay before she was known as the humble trader. You can now watch my entire talk by pledging a donation on Traders for a Cause Project Impact page. And there are many more talks and presentations by elite traders. 100% of your donation will be going to charitable causes. Give me a thumbs up down below or comment and let me know if you appreciate these kind of videos, in which I take a break from teaching you guys about trading strategies and share more of my personal experience and stories instead. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I'm the Humble Trader, and I will see you guys next time.